All right, we are live. So, Kashi, all I want you to tell me is what is your problem?
My problem is I can't seem to
That's right.
earn money consistently and earn enough money to take care of myself and enjoy my life.
Enjoy your life. The problem is earn money consistently and to enjoy your life.
To have enough money where I haven't seemed to learn how to provide for myself. It's been problematic.
Okay. So it's been problematic trying to earn for yourself.
Yeah, just to provide my basic needs and also have fun in life.
Yeah.
It seems like I have to choose. I'm just tired of living in survival mode.
Tired of living in survival mode. You feel like you have to choose between having fun and providing for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no fun anymore.
It's not fun. It's not fun, but you're laughing about it.
It never was. I think my problem is I might be in a perpetual teenager mentality when it comes to money, like easy come, easy go kind of thing.
Easy come, easy go. Struggling with money and you want to have fun.
I'm just not able to seem to bring it into my life experience.
I know. There it is. Yeah. What's stopping you from bringing it into your life experience?
I wish I knew.
I know.
It seems like I've never had the courage to say what I really, 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 really want to do. So I end up doing things so I can make money, so I can get closer to doing the things that I really, really want to do. And I seem to be clueless about how to find the finances to do what I really, 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 really want to do.
That's it. So you're doing the things to make the money in order for you to do the things that you really, really want to do. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but it never happens. It hasn't happened.
I know.
It's like a hamster wheel I can't seem to get off of.
Yeah. You're on this hamster wheel, just spinning around over and over again, realizing that you're not getting very far, right?
Yeah, I'm just watching the decades pass me by,
Yeah.
and I really still want to have a baby. And
There it is.
I can't bring a baby into this world if I don't even know how to
Hmm.
financially provide for myself,
Yeah.
because that's not fair,
What's happening there? How come that's funny? The idea that you can't bring a baby into this world because you don't have the financials. You were laughing. What's that about?
Hmm.
There it is.
Because I've lived like a child, and everyone takes care of me. So how can I? It's embarrassing and it's frustrating. Like, how can I um, step up into a place where I'm going to be empowered to be responsible for another human being's life and cultivating that, if I haven't been able to do that for myself?
I know. How can you be able to take care of another human being when you have others taking care of you?
Yeah, I don't want that.
I know. There it is. Take your time. So, what do you want?
I want a stellar, efficient, effectively fluid honorable and respectful and successful relationship with time and money.
You want a stellar, exceptional, an amazing relationship with time and money.
Yeah, an effective, efficient, fluid, productive, and successful relationship with time and money.
What does it mean to have a relationship with time and money? As you scratch your head.
That I'm able to show up for myself the way that I want to and do what I'm supposed to do instead of getting stuck in time drunkenness, or yeah, to have a fluid and
What does time
successful.
drunkenness mean? I noticed something there. What does that mean? Time drunkenness. What is that?
I think it's one of the addictions that I've struggled with. Just not like knowing what I'm supposed to do and wanting to do it, but not being empowered to step into that and manage my time wisely so I can make the most of my day, so I can make the most of my life.
Yeah. How is it that you know what you should be doing, but you're not doing it? How do you do that?
There is a very distinct line in my life about self-will versus higher powers will for me. And I'm aware of that. Even when I'm receiving inspirations, I don't often have the strength or the energy or the courage to follow that, to follow my higher powers will for me.
That's right. I see you. What's stopping you from having the courage and will to follow your higher power?
Eventually, I get overwhelmed by seeing positive results in my life, and I get afraid and I shut down, or I tell myself it's just too hard and it's too much. So it's easier to just stay the same.
I agree. And you see positive results, you shut down, and it's easier to stay the same.
Yeah, like I'll get on a roll and everything will be unfolding and I'll be succeeding myself and I'll witness a newness of my life. And then something happens and I just don't know how to take it to the next step. I either hit a wall or I just become very confused, and I feel like there's just something I'm supposed to do next, but I don't know what it is and I don't know how to get there.
I know. You hit a wall, it's hard to climb over. And even trying to go around it's difficult.
Yeah, it's like I only get so far and then I just completely regress.
I know. So what's the purpose that you do that? There it is.
The purpose is that I guess even if the familiar is uncomfortable, I have the confidence in the familiar, but not the courage to explore the self-confidence of learning new ways to be and to, I guess I haven't experienced the courage to keep the momentum steady and going.
You have the courage in the familiar, but you don't have the courage to keep the momentum going.
The familiar becomes the default because I have experienced enough of just getting by and rewarding myself with little things. And just, that's like a comfortable place for me, because I guess I've never really had long waves or
Yeah,
more experience doing the opposite.
that's right. Just getting by is comfortable to you.
But it's not working for me anymore, because it's not,
There you go. I see you.
it's not really what I truly, it's not really who I am. I've grown out of it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I feel it
Yeah,
when I'm there. I'm like, it's like a ghost, like a black cloud following me around, and I'm done with it. But it's like, here I am.
that's right.
This
It's a
is
black
this is what I
cloud.
do.
It's like a black cloud following you around, and you're done with it. But even clouds, when they rain, if you're done with it, you can't stop it from raining on you. There you go. That's it. How do you know you're finished with the idea that, when did you decide that you're finished with getting by is no longer what you want to do?
A long, long time ago, a very long time ago, when um, I left the job at the hotel. I had a corporate job in a hotel. I had, for the first time in my life, I had health insurance. It was covering my acupuncture. I had a 401k, and I was lit up by a dream to be a circus artist. I closed the 401k. I believed in the process. I believed in the inspirations. My cousins said I could live with them. I found a circus school in Queens. I left Miami. I used all the money in my 401k for circus school. And I just believed that I would train and audition and my life would take off. And I was defeated, and it didn't happen. So that has happened many times in my life since then, where I thought, I really thought this time it was going to be different.
It's funny. Thought this time was going to be different. There you go. Can you give me an example of how you were defeated?
I was answerable. I didn't know better. I didn't consult with successful circus artists to see what I need to do. I didn't consult with the director. And it was like one day I woke up and I had no energy. I didn't have any money, and I wasn't ready to make a reel or a demo with a performance. And I couldn't go back to circus school. The director, I was getting dizzy in the middle of class and living off Cliff Bars. And the director said, you know what? It seems like you need to take care of you. We will still be here. And when you're ready, come back. But I am going to do you a favor and rip up your contract for your pre-professional training program. And you come back when you're ready. And I have not been ready. And it's been since 2010. And I have just felt absolutely defeated.
I know.
I was supposed to just get a job, get back on my feet, and come back. And I haven't been able to do that.
I know. Feel defeated because you haven't been able to come back. So when do you know you'll be ready to go back?
As soon, well, I will know that I am ready to come back when the health conditions that I wasn't aware of back then, which I am aware of now, when I'm being resourced in a plentiful way to address the health issues where they're manageable, money is the last thing I'm concerned about. And I am empowered to create the schedule for my food, my alternative practitioners, my living situation, in just the right way where I can just focus on bringing back the muscle memory and coming back to the skill level that I was at so I can move forward.
What's the purpose of all the health issues? And that's
It
it.
just lets me off the hook.
I know. It lets you off the hook.
From having to be responsible for my life
I know.
and remaining a victim.
Yep. Remain a victim prevents you from taking responsibility. That's right. What's stopping you from taking responsibility for your life?
Just feeling clueless about how to provide the money that I need to move out of the stuck situation.
It's providing the money you need to move out of
Yeah,
this
I
situation.
used to be able to go to a club, dance, hook up with a guy, make money. And when I realized that I didn't want to live that life anymore, I turned to food and beverage industry. And when I turned to the food and beverage industry, it wore me so thin that I ended up with acute anemia. And so when I left, I didn't know what else to do because I've only done either, being in the nightlife, in the
That's right.
in the club industry, in the adult entertainment world, or putting on a bow tie and clocking in and clocking out. And so when it came to me becoming a hypnotherapist and me creating and developing my own business, I had no idea that I was nowhere near equipped to step into that. I'm much more now than I have ever been in my life, like closer to that mindset. But I just didn't realize what it was going to take to start a business.
I know.
And now I'm not even sure I want to do that for my, I love it. I want to be able to be successful at it, but there's so many other things that I want to do.
I know. You laugh about it. So many things you want to do. So what is it that you want to do?
I want to be a voiceover. I want to experience the creative freedom to go to acting school. I want to become pregnant with someone who I absolutely adore and bring the baby to full term and co-parent together and enjoy raising a family. I want to travel the world. I want to heal. I want to communicate with animals. I want to be an incredible and exceptional humanitarian. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy the people I love.
There it is. You want to have fun. You want to have fun.
Yeah, I want to wake up and go paddleboarding. I want to go horseback riding. I want to take guitar lessons. I want to travel in South American countries and learn Spanish. I want to enjoy this world, I want to learn how to dive. There's so many things to learn
Yeah.
and experience.
Yeah. And are you doing any of those?
Not in this moment, no.
How come?
I just can't seem to know how to figure out how to get there. So I do nothing.
You do nothing because you can't figure out how to get there.
It seems to be.
Yeah. See you.
And I feel like I'm dying inside when I say that.
Yeah. How does that feel? That you're dying inside.
Terrible. That's not the life I want to live.
But is
I
it?
did that. I did that with drugs. I slowly
Mhm.
committed suicide every time I took drugs.
Yeah.
I'm done with that. I don't want to participate in that anymore.
I know. What does fun mean to you?
The freedom to develop and cultivate my daily schedule, my weekly schedule. It's fun to find a yoga retreat that I would love to go to and book it. It's fun to get up early and take a walk on the beach and go to yoga and know that when I need to eat, I can just eat wherever I need to eat and eat as much as I need to eat without having to go home and cook food and eat food and wash dishes and take 3 hours out of my day. It'd be fun to organize amazing travel plans for me and my family. It'd be fun to help out the people I care about and to meet new people and to jump into new collectives and new societies and new communities and not feel this small and really be able to meet new people and be excited about meeting new people and knowing that I have something to contribute and offer.
Would you still do those things if you weren't small? And there it is. There you go. Take your time.
Would I still do those things if I weren't small? I don't know why my brain just cannot wrap itself around that.
I know.
I hope so. I think so.
You hope so.
Absolutely.
Then what's
It's
stopping you?
interesting. I remember like when I had the drugs, when I had the alcohol, um, I was just completely, it seemed like I was fearless, the way that I dressed, the colors that I painted on my face. I felt like, I don't know, I just felt very free to express myself with people
I know.
and just go out in the world and I was just very free and I
I
very
know.
much owned my sexuality and I owned my personalities and then I came into recovery and it was supposed to set me free and it has. Of course, I wouldn't want to be that person anymore for so many reasons. But
Think about what
I
you just said. Drugs and alcohol set you free, allowed you to express yourself, and recovery also sets you free. How does that
well
happen?
in the addiction, I used people who had money to give me those things, to give me the trips, to give me the clothes, to give me the makeup, the parties. And I have to learn in recovery how to be able to give those things to myself. And I haven't been able to learn how to. So
So is then recovery
that's
actually working?
it's the only thing that has kept me alive and out of a mental institution. Absolutely. I mean,
So if
um,
recovery is meant to stop you from relying on other people and you still are, doesn't mean it's working.
It works when I become disciplined enough to pick up the tools. And I haven't been able to practice the discipline that I need to pick up the tools every day, a couple of times a day, the way that I see my peers doing and having many successes in their life. It's just like a part of me just won't.
There you go. A part of you won't pick up the tools.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. It's like, I know if I write an inventory throughout the day when I'm disturbed and go be of service, and I know if I close my day out by writing another inventory to catch up with anything that I missed, and I know if I take the time to meditate twice a day, and I know if I just take the next right action and I look for people to sponsor and work the steps with, which really, really turns the lights on for me, makes me feel alive. When I know that when I do those things consistently, everything in my life, there's an energy in my life that's just being guided
Yeah,
by my higher power. And it's almost like there's some part of me that just won't give that to myself.
that's right. Part of you won't give it to yourself. What's the reason that part won't give it to you?
I want to say I wish I fucking knew, but it seems like
Hmm.
it seems like I should know, because if it's a part of me, then it's in me, right? Why won't that part of me give that to me?
That's right.
All I can hear is, I don't know. I don't know.
I agree. There you go.
I guess because I'm afraid of what's on the other side of that.
I know. You're afraid of what's on the other side of it.
A massively unknown person, uncharted territory.
Yeah. Uncharted territory. What does the unknown mean to you?
Everything is different.
Yeah. Everything is different. And that's what you're afraid of.
It seems to be.
Yeah, it's funny.
Even though I want everything to be different. I don't want to have a roommate. I want my cat to have a beautiful protected forest. I want to rescue the cats. I want to fly, I want to jump off plains and mountains and meet
Yeah.
new people.
Meet new people. Yeah. You laugh about it, meet new people, have a little nature place for your cat, jump off plains and mountains. But that's different. But you're afraid of different.
I don't want to be.
It's funny. You don't want to be, but you are. Isn't that true? There you go. That's it. Let it out. Let go.
Hmm. So what now? What do I do about it? The bird seems to know.
There you go. That's right. That's it. Take your time. That's it. Good.
I'm not much of a crier, but it would be great if it could happen. It happens sometimes.
I know. So what's wrong with being different?
Nothing. It will mean I get to bring my visions and dreams to fruition.
Yeah. Then how come you're afraid of it?
I wish I knew.
I know. It's funny.
It's absurd at this point.
It's absurd that you wish you knew. So what is not different?
What is not different? My ability to generate income steadily, and my ability to have the capacity to be financially independent consistently. The undisciplined behaviors that keep me going to sleep late at night and waking up really tired and having to work extra hard to get myself together for the day. The things that I do that I know are not in my best interest, like skipping meals or just taking any opportunity that I have to earn money and making the most of it until I have another opportunity, just to get myself on. What's not different is my inability to get myself on my feet. So the people around me who have been supporting me and cheerleading for me and believing in me
There you go.
can relax and not worry.
Yeah. People believing in you. That's it.
Wait,
There
what'd you
it
say?
is.
They're not believing in me?
People believing in you.
People believing in me.
Yeah. People believing in you. There it is. I see
It's a big expectation.
you. Yeah. There's a big expectation. How come that's funny?
Maybe I should be crying instead of laughing, but I'm not.
I know.
Because it's just been this ongoing saga of expectations and disappointments.
Yeah.
And so it's like the sooner I disappoint them, the faster they can let go of the expectation of me.
Yeah. Who's them?
My parents.
There it is. Don't want to disappoint my parents. And what's the reason that you do?
The reason that I don't want to disappoint my parents,
The reason that you do.
the reason I disappoint them, because I think it's ridiculous that I'm supposed to meet some kind of expectation of theirs.
Says who? There it is. Yeah, that's right. That's
Um,
right.
yeah, there's just been a lot of focus on me in my life and a lot of comparison with my siblings. You know, they finished college, they got their masters, they have their own business, they have partners, they have houses, they have children, and I haven't produced any of those things.
Yeah. Your siblings have masters, went to college, have children, and you haven't mastered any of those things yet. So, who said that's right? Who said you have to meet their expectations?
I guess I told myself that I need to meet their expectations at some point. Otherwise, I wouldn't care.
Then why do you?
It just seems that I'm wired to want to make them happy.
You're wired to make them happy. That's it. There you go. There you go. You're wired to make them happy. How's that going?
So far, not so good.
Yeah. So I guess you're not wired to make them happy then, are you?
I guess not.
I agree. If you're not wired to make them happy, then who are you wired to make happy?
Men with money, I guess. That's been my history,
Yeah,
but I don't do that anymore. So
I know.
I would like to be wired to make my higher power happy, to live and be as I believe my higher power would have me be.
What's
That's the only
important about that?
wiring that I care about.
How is that the only wire you caring about? But you just said you're wired to care about what your parents think. And there it is.
Wait, can you ask the question again?
That's right. There you go.
I don't know why I feel so confused right now.
I know.
Am I supposed to be?
Doing a good job. There it is. Let it go.
Yeah, I guess there's something to that phrase, rewired.
I know. Rewired. Yeah. You know, electricians, when they wire things, they wire it to produce a certain result. And if it's not producing the result they want, they rewire it. Pretty cool, huh? There you go.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, what is going on with my
That's right.
yawns?
That's it. You like stories, right?
Sure.
There's this boy. He's in 3rd grade, and he showed up to class his first day of school. He was new to the area. He was a little nervous about his new school. He didn't think people would accept him. And as he shows up in class, he found it really difficult because everyone looked the same, had the same haircut. And he would notice that the kids, as he'd walk to his desk, would start to whisper behind his back. And this went on for weeks. Every morning before he would go to school, he would tell his mom and his dad that he wanted to go to a new school. He didn't like his school. He hated his school because everyone made fun of him and talked behind his back because he was different. And his mom still made him go. And he kept dealing with that feeling that people were just talking about him. That's right. And then he had an idea that maybe if he were to look just like them and act just like them, they would accept him. So he told his mom that he wanted to change his hair up a little bit. He also pleaded to his mom that he would do all the chores in the house for 3 months straight if she would just buy him different clothes. His mom obliged to that. Dad didn't really care so much about it. And he got those new set of clothes, a new hairdo. And as he's about to step into class with his new clothes, new attitude, and new hairdo, he opens the door. And as he steps foot inside, he's shocked because he realizes that everyone is dressed and has the same hairdo as he used to have. And because of that, he thought that he would be accepted by being like them. And what actually happened is instead of them actually talking about him, they were admiring him. But now, because he changed who he was, now he's still considered different when all he needed to do to begin with is just be himself. That's right. And not be concerned about what other kids are thinking about him.
Hmm.
And there it is.
Well, I identify with that story very much.
And what does that mean to you?
It just makes me sad because it's exactly what I did.
What did you do?
I mean, I moved. My parents moved me from Queens, New York, where everybody was different from each other. And then we moved to West Virginia, where everybody was the same, almost like so many people had the last name Smith. And there weren't really any brown people, like Spanish or Indian, like me. It was just white or black. And I was in 7th grade, and I just did whatever it took, not consciously, but I did whatever it took to be just like the people. And I went down a pretty dark path. I mean, it just, when I found out that my friend that was 13 years old was already having sex and I was 14, and I was thinking I probably wouldn't have sex until like my high school prom. I just thought, maybe that's what I need to do. I need to start having sex. And I just, like, out of the blue, I just became incredibly, incredibly promiscuous. And instead of people saying, oh, you have a really cool New York accent, it ended up a few years later being like everyone wanted to kick my ass because I had sex with their boyfriend. And I feel so sad for that adolescent girl.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You feel sad because of those things.
Yeah, when I first got there, everybody liked how different I was, but I couldn't hear it. I couldn't, it was just too. And then I made friends with different kinds of, I don't know what you call it. My friends, I went from being friends with all the cheerleaders and all the football players to the friends who were like the headbangers and potheads and, just completely, I don't know. I just like stopped caring about getting good grades, and I stopped caring about being on honor roll, and I just stopped caring about reading books or going to dance class. I don't know. Something must just happened.
Yeah. Something must have happened because you stopped caring, even though you care about what your parents think of you and their expectations. What is it that you were looking for from doing those things?
I guess approval, it was really getting high on the attention and the approval, or feeling like I was special because certain jocks would have sex with me, even though they had a girlfriend. And I was just like a exotic pleasure, but they could never let their friends know. It was just like a secret. I
Yeah,
guess it gave me
secret.
some
So
kind
you had to stay small. because it was a secret. Making sure that you stay small because it's just a secret
Right.
and
Like
it
I
couldn't be
didn't,
known.
yeah. I mean, eventually it got out because it was a tiny, small town. So everybody, ended up finding out about everybody's business anyway. But that was just like the way it was, you know.
Yep. It's the way it was in West Virginia. Staying small because it's not meant for people to find out about what you're doing. What does approval mean to you?
Hmm. I guess it means that I am somebody or that I'm important.
You're somebody and you're important.
Yeah, I guess if I get approval from somebody that I think highly of, I guess it means that I'm worthy
You're worthy.
of being liked.
Worthy of being liked
Hmm.
by getting attention from someone that you think highly of.
I
How do
think
you
so.
how do you determine who you think highly of?
When I meet people who have been able to do things that I haven't been able to do, like many people, most people, people who have figured out how to maintain a steady income and savings and purchase homes and create and develop a business, and people who produced children, and people who are in a loving relationship with someone who respects them. Seems like almost everybody.
You look up to everyone.
That's why I'm in a 12-step program for codependency.
And that's why you're in a recovery program.
I recognize that that is not, that I can't live like that. I don't want to live like that anymore.
What's the importance of you getting attention?
It's really important. It seems really important to me uh, to be seen and heard so I can come alive.
You
But
need
I
to be
don't want
seen.
it, yeah, I don't want it to be contingent on other people's validation of me.
You need to be seen and heard to come alive.
I mean, I don't want that to be my truth. I don't believe that's ultimately my truth,
And what
but
is?
that's what I'm working on in recovery.
You want to be seen and heard to come alive. And that's it. Let it go.
I feel like I just want to go to sleep.
Sleep
Oh
is
my
good.
God.
Just want to go to sleep because being seen and heard makes you come alive. Take your time. What does alive mean to you?
Having the freedom to make the decisions about how my day unfolds, how my life unfolds, where I go, how I dress, who I interact with, how often I travel, who I spend my time with, how I express myself creatively, who I choose to be part of my Earth Angel teams, the nonprofits I get to start, the nonprofits I get to support, the parties I get to go to, the festivals, workshops, and retreats I get to go to, all those things.
Can you do those things without attention? There it is.
I can. I just haven't been able to figure out how to do those things without money. And I guess in the past, yeah, I don't know. I guess I only know how to make money. I'm just very confused about how to bring money into my life experience.
I agree.
It seems so easy for some people who, I don't know, they just start businesses like drinking a glass of water or they just, I don't know, they just figure out like how to promote, how to create a product and let it take off. And
Yeah.
people just seem very savvy at bringing in financial resources because like it's not an option for them. And I don't know why it's been an option for me. It should not be an option.
Than what it should be.
What should it be?
That's
Is
it.
that what you said?
That's right.
It should be part of my everyday life experience, generating financial resources. It should be non-optional. It should be easy for me. It should be something that happens every day, all day long, for all my days. It should be a no-brainer.
I agree. Should be a no-brainer.
Can't remember the last time I used that phrase.
I know. What's stopping you from making it a no-brainer then? That's it. Scratch your no brain.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I mean, like, I don't know what the fucking problem is. It's so frustrating.
Is there
It's
a
just like
problem?
this puzzle. Huh?
Is there a problem?
It seems like a puzzle I can't solve.
Maybe
I
you should find a
either,
puzzle that you can solve.
have I found a puzzle that I can solve?
Maybe you should find a puzzle that you can solve.
I am trying. I am definitely trying.
How do you try?
Well, when I learned about sacred economics and the gifting communities, I felt like I finally found how I'm going to thrive in this world. And it hasn't come easy for me. And I just watch everyone around me bring in their two, and their two bring in their two, and people bring in their two and their two, and they're just flying through the system and through the boards and receiving. And I've just been trying for 10 months to just bring in two people who have two people who have two people. And I've probably invited hundreds of people. And I don't know. It just seems like there's some kind of steel wall that I cannot melt away. And I don't know, there's just some kind of block between me and receiving abundance
Yeah.
in the form of financial resources.
I know. The block stopping you from financial resources, that steel wall, you can't melt it. So if you can't melt it, then how about you find another way to get over it?
You mean if I can't find a tool that can weld through it?
Now you're
What
getting
else?
somewhere.
What else can I do? I mean, I have to change my perception of it
And there it is.
from a steel wall to a beautiful portal of never-ending prosperity.
That's it. What's stopping you from doing that?
Nothing. I'm working on it. I'm trying. I really am. I'm working on it. I am.
What's stopping you from doing versus trying?
No, I'm doing it.
There you go.
I am doing it. I'm fearlessly, with all my heart and soul, because I believe in the power of gifting communities and how it's going to change the world and how it's going to change my world. I fearlessly invite and share with people all day long, knowing that at the right time, at the right place, the right people will see the vision and they will want the same for themselves. And I will have a team of integrity that are committed and passionate.
I agree, because they no longer have to melt a steel wall. Now they're going through the exact same portal, which seems a lot easier. There it is. Take
I
your
have
time.
like a 5-year-old child in my mind going, when is this going to be over? I want to take a nap.
Mhm. What's stopping you?
Oh, well, no, I want to be here in this process. I want to be here in this experience.
There you go. There's the 5-year-old.
I'm getting some visions of a 5-year-old that's like, the parents are saying, we're almost there. And the kid is saying, how many more blocks? And pick me up. I want you to hold me. And the parents are saying, you're too big. I can't carry you anymore.
I know. That sounds like it's you, isn't it? You're
Sounds
too
like it's
big.
me. Yeah.
Don't need to be carried anymore. Time for you
No,
to do it yourself and carry your own weight.
I know, but what is it going to take? I mean, am I going to have to end up in a homeless shelter? I mean, what else is it going to take?
How does that matter?
What'd you say? It probably doesn't what?
How come that matters?
Oh, how come that matters? Why does it matter of what it's gonna take? Is that what you're referring to? What matters?
There you go. That's it.
What am I supposed to do now? Now what? I don't want to fall asleep. I just feel very, very serene all of a sudden.
What happened there?
I don't know, I went into like this meditation and I
That's
kept
right.
thinking, and then I thought, I guess he'll say something when it's time. So I just drifted off. I think I even had a dream, but I can't remember what it was,
I know.
but it was good.
It was good. You went into a dream and you kept thinking, he'll say something.
I just figured since you weren't saying anything that I just let myself be.
And that's it. Just let yourself be. Just like you listen to that 5-year-old girl who knows what you should do. Take a nap and knows also that it's time to carry her own weight. Much better. There you go. How you feel?
I feel like, did you do some energy work on me? I feel like some energy work has been done.
No?
I just sort of drifted from overwhelmed and confused to serene.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. If you want, I can give you back those old things. Overwhelmed and
No.
so what's different now about the problem?
So if the problem was that I have these abundance blocks, I feel like they need to be removed. What is different about that problem? I guess I was just reminded that I need to just keep following my heart.
I agree. Follow your heart. It's a no-brainer, isn't it?
It is a no-brainer.
That's it. It's a no-brainer. It's funny. Just follow your heart. It's a no-brainer. Such a no-brainer that a 5-year-old girl in your head can tell you that. 5-year-old can tell you, sure. You can tell yourself. Are you sure that's what you need to do? Follow your heart?
Well, of course, that's all I ever am supposed to do. I guess when it comes to logistics and next actions and having the plan to rewire so I can have a different result. How am I going to go about that? I don't know.
I know you don't.
I'll just keep doing what I think what I think is best to do.
Isn't that you following your heart?
That is following my heart. It just takes a lot of work to slow down and keep getting into my heart center and just keep trusting, keep taking the next right action and keep trusting.
Yeah. Isn't that what you did earlier?
I do sometimes and I don't sometimes.
So when you don't, are you following your heart?
No, not at all. I'm following my head.
Yeah. No brainer.
Right.
Following your heart is a no brainer.
Yeah. It's just the numbers part and the money part and the how do I get myself out of a hole part, and do I
It's a no brainer, isn't it?
it's but that part's not for me.
I know.
I've actually been thinking all week, do I go back to the hotel?
Can I tell you why?
Yes, please.
Because you're not following your heart. And when it comes to money, you start thinking. It's a no brainer. That's it.
What I am thinking
There
about
you go.
money.
It's a no brainer.
Thinking, so I cannot think about money or how to bring some into my life, into my life experience. I have to trust my heart with it.
Good.
I mean, I guess if I have whatever I've done in the past isn't working, it just seems so scary. I'm afraid I'm not going to get my needs met.
Who's required to get your needs met?
I am.
Then how come you're not getting your needs met by yourself?
That's the conundrum here. That's,
Yeah, it's funny.
I don't know.
The
That's
only
where I'm
person that can
confused.
get, yeah, you want your needs met by you, but you're not doing it.
Right. Seems to be.
So seems to be. Do you deserve to have your needs met?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it
I,
should be a no brainer.
right.
There you go. There's a saying that the hardest travel to make is the 18-inch travel from your head to your heart.
Mm-hmm. I guess I've never really trusted. Well, no, the whole thing is confusing still, because
I
when
know.
I really believe that I'm following my heart, um, there's been many times where I believed that I followed my heart. Like when I went to circus school, I was like, I'm following my heart. I'm going. I don't want to be a banquet waiter anymore. You know, I have some money in a 401k. I'm following my heart, and I'm going to be a circus performer. And it just completely blew up in my face. So, and everything that I did to get to where I was, it took so much. And so it made me feel very discouraged about doing that more and more.
What's wrong with so much?
I mean, it took 8 months to get to the skill level where I was. And now when I go back to an aerial class, I realize that what it's going to take for me to get my muscle memory back is so much. Like I'm going to need to have 5 meals a day. I'm going to need to train 3 times a week. I'm going to need to get neuromuscular massages. I'm going to need to take Epsom salt baths. I'm going to need to have acupuncture. Like I'm going to need to have all these things set up so that I can rebuild the muscle memory and go back to where I was and pick up from where I left off. And that's so much. It's so much to figure out all those things consistently.
Have you ever thought about not trying to have things figured out?
Well, when I don't, and I just throw myself into something, I end up in a place where I realize I had no strategy and I fall flat on my face. So
What's wrong
I
with
don't
that?
know. Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well, when I fell flat on my face with circus school, I was on food stamps and unemployment, and I literally could not find a job to save my life. So there was a lot wrong with that. Yeah, a lot wrong with that.
What's the difference of that versus now?
I have a
There you
lot
go.
more information about how to approach things. I've got a much stronger program recovery life and support system. I have a clearer picture of how I'd like to move forward.
Sure.
But the financial part, nothing is different. I'm in the red in the bank.
That's it.
I owe my roommate
Nothing is
money.
different,
Nothing is different.
regardless if you
I
have
owe
a
my,
plan or not. Nothing's different. How is that possible?
I mean, everything is different and nothing's different. It's in this moment, it's not different because, well, it's different because I have a roommate who's a little bit patient about rent, so he's not kicking me out on the street. My mom lives down the street and she's helping me with food. I have a plan to develop my community in gifting, which I know will provide for me once I complete a couple of teams. So yeah, I mean, I've been, yeah, I guess, I don't know. It's very confusing. Here I am again, very confusing.
I know
All of it's very confusing.
it is. So what's the problem? There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a full-time job at a hotel. I was paying my bills. And then I didn't know I was suffering from acute anemia. I had a really hard time at work, out of breath, cold sweats, calling off work. I just physically couldn't do it, but I was able to pay my bills. So I left work to take care of myself. And physically, I'm regaining my strength and getting healthier, but I don't have the money to pay my bills. So this is where I am, where I started with you 2 hours ago. Here's the problem.
So how is it a problem?
I don't know how to financially provide for myself, and it, like, whatever work I've done, whatever work I've ever done that provides for me, it's almost killed me. So it almost seems like I don't know how to work and make a living without it not be killing me, or not make a living and just rest and eat well and sleep well and take care of myself, but not have the resources to live my life. I mean, I don't know. This
You want to
is the
work and make a
problem.
living, though it's killing you, versus not work and not make a living and it not kill you.
Because I've had some family help me because they saw I was dealing with a medical condition. And now, they've helped me for 10 months, 1 year. I
Yep.
should be seeing clients. I should be paying my rent on time. Everybody helped me to get to that point. And now that they can't help me anymore, I'm at the point where I'm like, how do I get there? Why am I not there?
Yeah.
Why
So
did I
how is that a
lose my
problem?
momentum? Sorry, what was that?
You're not there, so how is that a problem?
I'm not there where
That's it.
I was almost there. I did the online courses. I went to the live program. I passed the test. I got a website. I, worked with some coaches. My family has been paying my rent. And I got to that place and I couldn't get over that hurdle of like, okay, let's just start with one client a week. Okay, now we have 2 clients a week. Okay, now we have 3 clients a week. Like everybody else around me. Same happened in circus school. We trained. This girl got an audition. She worked at SeaWorld. She left. This other girl got a job with Barnum and Bailey at the time, Ringling, and she left. So everybody, we all trained. We all got our skills. And then it was time to go out in the world and make money with it. And there, the steel wall comes. And I'm just like, wow, I don't know what to do. I don't
I
know how to
know.
get there.
I know you don't. So how is this all a problem?
I'm just stuck on a hamster wheel.
And how is that a problem?
I'm not able to move forward in my life and grow and unfold and live the life I came here to live, I mean, a tree grows, it flourishes, it expands. And I feel like I've just been watching everybody else do that. I mean, of course I'm growing. It's impossible for me to not grow, but it just seems like there's this.
Seems like you're looking at how everyone else is growing.
It's very, very hard not to when I've done this over and over. And I did it with real estate school 3 times. I did it with circus school. I did it with RTT. And it's like, when am I going to take off and, take the skills that I'm learning and utilize them and go have a meaningful, purposeful life where I can provide for myself.
So what's the problem again?
This being in my head, I guess.
I agree. There you go. I'm doing good. Take your time.
I guess the problem is fear.
I
It
agree.
has to be that fear is the only thing that stops me from that next, taking that turn and going down that next highway.
I agree. What are you fearful of?
That I just won't be good enough.
I agree.
That all these things that are available to other people, that maybe I just don't believe that these things are available to me. I'm just so afraid that they're not going to be available to me.
I agree. They're not available to you, and you're not good enough. So what?
That's good. So what? I need to like graffiti that on my wall. So when I wake up, it's the first thing I see.
You sure? You got a lot of other things to do too. So what?
So
You're not
what?
good enough. Nothing's available to you. So what?
I guess there's that fear that all that effort and all that desire and all that determination is for nothing.
So what?
Yeah, so what?
All that fear, determination for nothing. So what? You're not good enough. Nothing's available to you. So what? Who cares?
Maybe I need to start caring.
So what if you don't?
Then I could end up on food stamps again.
So what?
Then I could end up on unemployment again. And
So
I'll
what?
just keep shrinking and disappearing, and my life will be for nothing.
I agree. So what?
Then it'll be the saddest story of my life.
Be the saddest story of your life.
That I stayed the same
Yeah.
and I
You
didn't
stayed the
venture
same.
out.
You didn't venture out, but no one would know because it wasn't good enough of a story and it wasn't available to anyone else to read. So what?
Huh. This so what dialogue is just making me feel so hopeless.
I know. Feeling hopeless. There you go. Feeling hopeless, not good enough, nothing's available to you. Feeling hopeless.
It's a waste of time. Takes a lot of energy.
Yeah. Takes a lot of time and energy to be hopeless. When did you decide you were hopeless?
I have this I have two memories. One is I was in dance class as a teenager and I went to practice stoned, and I couldn't I don't even remember what it called, Shanays. I don't know, there's like these turns and I was just like zigzagging, and I just thought, what am I even doing in dance class anymore if I'm not going to be a dancer and if I'm coming to class stoned? What is the point? And I left in the middle of dance class and I got wasted with my friends because I felt like, well, now I'm in West Virginia. There's definitely no hope of me going to Juilliard. And these teachers aren't even close to the Russian ballet teachers that I had in New York with the ruler.
Yep. because they weren't good enough either, because you had an
Figured.
expectation of them and they didn't meet it. Just like you're not meeting your own expectation.
Right.
There you go. How you feel?
More confused than ever.
Good.
Ah,
You'll be processing for quite a while. We're gonna finish this session up.
okay.
What's the weather like outside?
It's the coldest day it's been in about a year.
Oh,
But
wow.
for Florida cold, I mean,
79.
probably in the 60s, which I love. I mean, I'd rather go to the beach when it's in the 70s than when
I'm
it's in the
sure.
90s. Yeah.